Greetings. In this short video, I will show you how to log on to mySCC, how to make sure that the client is installed on your computer, and then how to find your class folder and the student data files that you'll use throughout the course, and then also where you might where you're going to want to save your files for when you want to work on them later, and then submit them as your assignments. So the first thing you want to do, log into your Blackboard course. And you'll notice over here, you can click the Go to Class button. And this right here, I'll show you how to access mySCC via your orientation assignment. So as soon as that comes up, Blackboard is nice and slow for me right now. All right, so click your orientation link on the right-hand side of the page. It'll open up and show you all the activities that you are to do for your orientation assignment. There's a video that tells you a little bit about what mySCC is. Currently, we offer over 250 applications to faculty, staff, and students that they can access to do their coursework. So what you want to do, the instructions say to log into mySCC. So here's a page here that if you click this link here, the scottsdalecc.edu/mySCC link, it will actually bring you to a page that gives you some help on what mySCC is. If you scroll down to the bottom, there's some step-by-step instructions on how to install the free Citrix software. If you have a Mac computer, a Windows computer, or a Linux computer. If you come over to the right-hand side in the blue box, there's some links, like if you have an iPad or an iPhone or an Android or BlackBerry device, that shows you how to install the Citrix receiver on those devices so you could actually access all of your applications and data from your mobile devices as well. There's a link here that says mySCC login. I've also included that for you over here on the left-hand side of the page in your Blackboard course. If you just click the mySCC button there, you'll come up to a page that gives you a link to the mySCC website as well, so that you can log in. So you can just click that link. Once the page opens, you want to enter your username and password. Now, this is not the same username and password that you use to log into Blackboard or into the student information system. This is your username and password that you use that's given to you by Scottsdale Community College to access SCC's computer systems. So if you're not sure what your username and password is, you can contact the help desk here, which in this box it gives you the phone number, and select option 3. So I'm just going to enter my password and my username here, and then click the login button. Then it's going to log me in. Now, most of the time the system will check to see if you have the Citrix receiver client already installed, and if you do, it will present to you this page here. If you don't, it will give you another page, and since I actually just uninstalled the client so I could show you this, I can click here where it says settings and click run client detection, and then it will give me the option to download the client. Now you can tell if you have the client installed or not, because when you click on some of these icons here, like maybe I want to look at the class folder, usually if you have the client installed, it will actually open up that folder for you, open up that application. Otherwise, you can see here it actually downloaded this little file that's called launch.ica. So that tells me that I don't have the Citrix client installed. So what happens is my system can't talk with mySCC. So I can come up here where it says settings, and then I can click this button right here that says run client detection, and it'll actually do a more thorough inspection of your system to see if you have the Citrix receiver installed. If not, you'll see this picture here, so just click install. It will download a small file It's about 13 megabytes. I'm showing you this on a Mac, but if it's a Windows, it will download that file. So you can download it and then just run through the installation set. So for a Mac, I'm just going to double click on that, and it'll walk me through installing the Citrix receiver on my computer. You only have to do this one time. Well, let me type the correct password in here. You only have to do this one time, and then from that point on, you'll be able to just easily access whatever applications you might need. All right, so now that that is set up, I can click Continue. So now when I click on the class folder again, it's actually going to run the client, or it should. All right, so I might have to reboot my browser. Depends on what browser you're using. Click the class folder, and then you'll see here, and it's actually going to launch Windows Explorer on my Mac so that I could go down to the class folder. This will also give me access to my documents folder within mySCC and any other shared resources that I might have access to. All right, so now I'm in the class folder. So I can scroll down here till I find CIS224. I can click on that, and for the orientation assignment, I want you to double click the orientation, and then you just double click that file. Now I'm not going to double click the file, otherwise you'll know what it says inside. So to access your student data files, you can just double click here, and then for example project 1, so the first chapter in your book, you have to do the review assignment, so you can just double click on that, and it'll automatically open up project 2010 for you, and then you can begin to work. Now when you save this, you need to go File, and then Save As, because you won't have access rights to save it in the same place. So then just click on your My Documents folder here, and then I would suggest creating a new folder called CIS224 and then save all your files in that location. I guess let me go ahead and do that for you. So Save As, I'm going to click on My Documents folder. Up here in the upper right hand corner, if I put my mouse right here, I can create a new folder, and I'll call it CIS224. And I'll save that file. So now it's saved in my own documents so that when I can access my schoolwork that way. So I can come down here, I can click my H drive, or yours I believe would say My Documents. So I could click that link, it'll open up my Documents folder. I could come down to where I saved CIS224, and then there's that folder for the first project. Again, I can double click on it, and it will open up Microsoft Project 2010 for me. Some other nifty things in mySCC. You have a Blackboard icon here, so Blackboard has a lot of browser compatibility issues. So if you have problems taking your tests, timing out, or things like that, you can log into mySCC, click your Blackboard icon. It'll open up a web browser that is compatible with Blackboard, and then you can log in and use Blackboard that way. You will also want to do this when you want to upload an assignment, because if you've done your project files in mySCC, then you also have to open up Blackboard within mySCC so Blackboard can actually find the file. You actually have other folders here, for example, Microsoft Office. If you open up that folder, you'll have access to Microsoft Word, Excel. There's your Microsoft project. You have Visio and any of the other programs that you may have access to. Feel free to look around to see what other applications you have access to and what might be useful for not only this class but other classes that you may have. And that is about it. If you have any questions, please do contact the help desk. You'll notice that the help desk number is down at the bottom on the login screen in the dialog box, and it's also at the bottom of the page here. The phone number to SCC's help desk, option number 3, will get you some help with somebody walking you through some of the steps to access mySCC and get your computer set up on mySCC. Hope you have a great semester.